Hey there, it's iRun here, and we have the Plague. We're going to be doing a gameplay and analysis on some of my own footage as I've been playing the Plague and trying to learn her a little bit better, get to know things, what works, what doesn't work. I'll let you guys know really quick that this is not very good gameplay on my part, but I'm hoping that you'll learn from it just as I've learned from it. A lot of times what I do is I get my footage and I watch it back so I can learn as I go. If you notice there, I went ahead and just infected the generator and the lockers because you get points for that. Now, I'm trying to infect the survivors too. And this Lori, she's running me around in circles here. So, one thing to know, you're really slow, even though you pick up speed with the Plague after you charge up. It doesn't appear that you pick up full speed. Now here, Lori should have maybe looped me a little bit more. Because she didn't, she just don't let me get her down probably quicker than I should have. That was a little bit of bad decision making on her part. But yeah, she could have kept me busy at the very least a little bit more. Just like she was running me around. Right there, I tried to infect her on the hook. I thought, you know, she's on the hook. When they come to get her down, she'll be infected. But no, you have to have them infected before they're on the hook before you down them in order for that to work. But if they are on the hook, they will be. If they're infected while they are on the hook, a survivor goes to grab them, they'll get infected as well. Alright, at this point, I know that they're back over there. I see Lori off in the distance. I'm actually looking to see if I can find the other survivor. I'm going to go ahead and put some corrupt bile on that to potentially slow down survivors, but I'm finding that they will just work through a corrupted generator. So survivors don't appear to be too afraid of it. Again, I was still looking for Lori, but I didn't really want to tunnel her at this point. So I'm going to go to from gen to gen. Now, mind you, if I had seen her, I would have went after her, but I wasn't going to just sit there and look for her over and over again. Obviously, since that's corrupted, someone's been over here, so I'm going around. I don't see them, but then I see them. It's a Claudette, and she has sprint burst, so she sprints away. So one of the biggest things that I've noticed in playing, and this is what I've learned to do better, is once you get them infected there, a lot of times, like, see, I hit them there. In this particular case, I'm kind of getting distracted. I see Lori. So now I want to get her infected. She gives me some 360 spins there. I'm assuming they were 360s. But instead of like charging up, if you run them, like right there I hit her, and she's now a one hit down, but I could have run her a little bit. Let me put the corrupt purge on here, and you'll see, because Claudette comes back to that one. I want her to get in that broken hinder state, so she's probably almost there now. But if you hit them, it gives them that boost away from you. Where if you just wait till like right now and hit them, then they're a one hit down. So I haven't quite figured out when's the right time for that, as far as... See, Claudette has no respect for me, for the messy gen, for anything. And I find a lot of survivors are that way. They just don't respect it. But it takes a while for them to get into that hindered state. And you can see she's there again. She didn't even wait to heal herself, but she's got sprint burst, so she's sprinting away. Takes me a little bit to catch up to her. So I'm still trying to decide a little bit on the timing. There are add-ons that will make the infection take place faster. Here you can see that with the green, because she's infected, the green whatever smoke appears. It makes her a little bit easier to find, especially in the cold wind farms. Just so you'll know, as a killer, I've been able to find survivors a little bit easier because of this infected smoke, or whatever you want to call it. And that's just me being a potato. I've been missing hits left and right. Alright, someone just cleansed himself off to the right, maybe? Or, I don't know, there's like 3 different ones here now. Either there or over here. I'm going to go ahead and affect this particular gen. You go ahead and damage it. So there are add-ons that you can make the vial corruption take effect faster, and then they would be a one-hit down. I try not to use add-ons that are like super boost you, because I like to learn the killer at its base level, at least at first. Alright, they finally got my Ruin. If you don't know now, I mean, I'm running Ruin 1, but Ruin 1, or every level of Ruin, now affects every survivor, where it used to be Ruin 1 would only affect 2 survivors. It affects both. I think Ruin 1 only has a 3% regression. Ruin 2 is a 4% regression if they miss a great skill check, and Ruin 3 is a 5% regression. So it's more of a regression penalty, but it affects them all. And I missed Claudette back there. There was a Claudette. I saw it in my replay, but I didn't see her live. Alright, and you can see there, I'm trying to infect the generator, but you can't infect the generator with the corrupt purge, only the vial purge. So, if you didn't know, that's your cue. The best thing to get with her, though, is you don't want to do a whole lot of loop arounds. You want to be able to go from place to place. Now right here, there was no point for me. He was already in the broken state. I actually lost time and ground here because for whatever reason I tried to infect him again. He was already infected. You can see there again, it was the smoke, the vial, that actually gave him away. Well, I saw him too, but the vial, when they're fully infected, gives them away. Plus, it makes them stop there. That hit was a little bit questionable, but it is what it is. That's Dead by Daylight for you. I think they were a little bit far away for me to hit, but you know, what are you going to do? I'll take it. And sometimes you think they're close enough, you don't get it. Alright, here I'm having a hard time deciding what to do, but I am going to go over here to this pool and get the corruption. So the biggest thing I'm trying to do is figure when's the best time to grab the corrupted purge versus having the vial. I do like the vial because you can hit several people. You can affect them all at once with the... So I feel like I got a lucky hit there. She should have actually got away from me. I charged up too quick here too, so I'm having a hard time catching up to her now. And right there, I thought she ran back around and she ran off to my left, so I lost her there for a second. I noticed the vault bang there. I stop and get the corrupt purge again, and I see her off over here. This long wall, horrible, because even though I have the corrupt purge and she's a one hit down at this point because she's already injured, I'm too slow, and for whatever reason she ducks down. I don't get the hit there. Now she's going to run around here, and this is actually a good loop because I cannot keep up with her, and even though she's sick, she's staying ahead of me, and now I'm close enough. But for whatever reason, I missed that. So Here she wasted a lot of time. I decided to break the pallet. I don't know that I could have broken the pallet before, but I only have a little bit of time with the corrupted purge, just like with Evil Within Michael Myers. And see, so she has adrenaline there, so she got the speed burst. She didn't get healed, so I'm a little bit confused. I don't know if it was because of the infection. I mean, like, she didn't even get healed to the out of the first heal state. I would have thought that she would have at least gotten there, but maybe still been corrupted. But all that she got from adrenaline was the speed boost, which could have been enough. So at this point, I'm walking over here to get the to ingest the corruption. Again, don't know that it was the best move. I'm still trying to figure this out. If you guys have some tips, leave those down in the comments below. I do walk over here, and literally all three of them are over here. So I'm able to get Lori down because I hit her once. What I should have done here was I should have just chased her instead of leveling up, because I would be faster. She's already a one-hit down. Had she not stopped, she could have circled me a long time. But she made a mistake there. Otherwise, I had already made a mistake. She could have kept me busy. The gates were already open. So, not my best gameplay, but what I really want to do is I want to show this to you guys. The rest of them get out here. I want you to be able to learn like I'm learning. If you guys have some tips, leave them for me, leave them for the viewers as we figure out the plague. And then we'll go from there. And here there's Claudette. Again, she's got sprint burst, so she's just running. She does let me infect her and get a hit here, so that was actually nice. I mean, that's extra points. She didn't have to do that. Of course, I'm sure she did it so that she could get the points as well, because that helps her out. So it was kind of a mutual thing there. Alright, so that wraps this one up. I'm going to have another one tomorrow from an additional one, and then I'll have an actual gameplay on Friday that hopefully will show you guys that, you know, how I improved a little bit, and I'll just say a little bit. If you'd like to have me do an analysis of your gameplay, it doesn't have to be the play. It could be whatever. It could be Killer or Survivor. Let me know. Reach out to me if you haven't already uploaded on YouTube, or if you just want to send it to me through Dropbox or something. I'll be happy to do that and give you some tips and hints and based on what I know. Alright, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave your comments, like, subscribe, and until next time, this is iRun. And we'll see ya.